Start with fertility?
We can start at fertility.
Okay, fertility, like I said, represents my mother-like mothers.
And which one is that?
This is fertility. This is the beginning of life. This is where the womb. And the pink represents the woman. The brown being my mother. The glossy pink, because she's somewhat of a diva. She's diva. She's flowery. Okay. And then this is where I'm coming up. The tannish brown is me. But this represents fertility. And from fertility, we go to creation. And this would be, once again, if you look at the eyes and the nose, this is where I am in the womb. So this is the point where it's creation. After creation, we get to a piece called behold. And behold, if you remember when we all first saw Roots.
From Roots, yeah.
And the father held the baby up, and behold, profile view, this was my father holding me up. In the background, silhouette of my mother, because she's important to me in that picture too. This brings us to mayhem. This will represent limb bloom years. My high school years. This is just mayhem. It is a teenager. It's 20-something. It's mayhem my life, so it's more active. A lot of lines going nowhere, and it just gives you the feeling of wow. At that point, I get to the villain. That represents the time of my life, and it's a profile view. You see the eyes of the villain, kind of evil looking, even though the colors are beautiful, but it's still the eyes. And it represents the time of my life when I became troubled and became the villain.
Tell me a little bit more about that.
About that, I ain't going back at you.
That's a personal fault.
Yeah. But after the villain,
This ain't true confessions.
right. After the villain, we came to behold. And if you look at behold, the object is like a police hat. This will represent God looking down on me. My hand is up because I'm actually being condemned for my actions of being the villain. Which brings us to man. Man represents, I guess you could say, get checked. Of course, up here is my mother. This is her head with the hat on, with her finger pointing at me. This is me with the gang sign going down. I don't paint guns, but this is to be an abstract version of a gun. Not that I had a gun, but just a mother checking her son. Man. This takes us to, where we go? The Black Clown. This is a position where I realized to myself, and if you see the Black Clown, it's like from Soul Train. You get the big afro, this is the nose, ear, and chin, and this is the body. And you see the clown, he's ascending. So this is, after all these things happen, I am the clown, yet I'm still ascending. I'm going upwards. This takes us to the sparrow, and the gospel says his eye is on the sparrow, so I know he watches me. This is as I go through my transition, as God's watching me. This represents that, so this is the sparrow. Where we're coming out, magic stick. Some of us understand what that means. Magic stick would represent the male.
Okay.
It goes with the African violet.
You might have explained that to Eric. I don't think she
You know, you can't find me when I'm serious. Can we get a little bit more deep on that one? Because
Oh, we can. saying, well, this being the male, this represents the magic stick, and in today's world, there's a hip hop artist named 50 Cent that used the word magic stick to represent his manhood. And the complexity of it, you know, it is informed, but it's still a lot of complexities to it. It's a deeper piece as you look into it and see the little patterns and the little agendas and these things. And also it goes so deep to say you don't think with that man, think with this man. They're all two eyes. Because anything that think should have a face. And then we have African Violet. That's sisters.
I
Okay.
that.
You don't want
I
me
got
to do that. I get into this, but you don't want me to. All right.
I don't understand. What are you talking about?
These two untitled pieces, they do represent complexities. I have two daughters. These are the complexities. I just didn't want to put their names. I'm not ready to do that. So I didn't. I left them untitled, but I know what they represent. And as I look at it, I see the complexities of them. So it's just you learn the child, you figure them out, and this is of that nature. Soulmate represents soulmate. If you see this profile view, this is the nurturer with the smock-like nurturing outfit on. This is desire. So this is the affection part, the touching right here. And this is the woman that prays. This is a soulmate. If you look on this side, you see the gorilla-like picture. This is the beast in me. So this represents me. So we have my soulmate is it comes in threes. And mind spirit. Mind spirit would represent the completion, all this put together. It's my face, my thoughts smeared out. So the difference of colors, different moods, different experiences. What's left is where I'm headed, and underneath, if you look closely, what's called the hidden agenda, what actually moves me. The question was asked, why is it still hidden agenda under here? Because I have crossed some of these. I found these out. These are where I'm going. That's my mind. So this takes all that and puts me right here. Now outside the story, this is Lady Grace, and how can I say? That's who I see. I see a graceful woman in like a ballerina position. That's what it is. It's Lady Grace. And one of the favorites, all the way down here, this is one of my favorites, is Michael Jackson. This is Michael Jackson. I want anybody to tell me what video was this shot from. Bruno. It had the little thing with the hand on, but it's Michael. This is the one. When I saw it, I said, "This is Michael Jackson." Now, turn this way. It's him in his little dance hall. Let's turn this way. But this way, that is Michael Jackson with the bandana when he looked tough. I think that's pretty interesting.
About this, would you say that one?
Behold, I don't know, Spirit of my forefathers?
Right, Spirit of my forefathers.
Yeah, this represents, it's a profile view, but this represents my father who has passed and his father's behind him. So it's just, it gave me the feeling of the spirits of my forefathers. Each has a different expression. They are abstract because they are spirits. And in my mind, spirits aren't just, they're not going to look like me. Like me, but not like me. So that becomes spirits of my forefathers right there.
And you do those bottles too and the furniture?
Mm-hmm. Yes. These bottles, furniture, it's what I do custom-wise. People have, when I come to your house and see something that, you know, your room, and I want to bring a feeling to your room, then you give me a piece of furniture or something that you would like, you know, beautified or upgraded, and I just fill your room, I get the spirit, and I'm praying for you. That's why I do suggest everybody get a card, so that when you need that room, or a piece of furniture that you say, I don't want this, or you find something that has a weird shape but just not what you think you want it to be, allow me to, let me feel it and let me create something for you.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody.
Hey.
How we doing?
Good.
Good. Hey there. I'm tired.
And may I introduce, this is Benjamin Maccabee or Charles Crawford.